Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 107.5 FM WSFD-LP Westfield.
Support for the community programming is provided by the Dunkin' Donut shops of Westfield and the Sardina family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
I said to my Uncle Sam, "Old man taxes, here I am," and he was glad to see me. Mr. Small Fry, yes indeed, lower brackets, that my speed, and he was glad to see me. I paid my income tax today. I never felt so proud before to be right there with millions more who paid their income tax today. I'm squared up with the USA. You see those bombers in the sky, Rockefeller helped to build them, so did I. I paid my income tax today.
We paid our income tax today. We never cared what Congress spent, but now we watch your every cent, examine every bill they pay.
They'll have to let us have our say. I wrote the Treasury to go slow. Careful, Mr. Henry Jr., that's my dough.
I paid my income tax today.
Yes.
Yippee! Yippee!
If it were only true.
Really, oh my God! Where do we look? Do we look straight up?
Straight ahead. Yes.
Straight ahead. Okay.
Okay.
Peter Coles, the Duke of the Dials. Bob.
If that were only true, that the lyrics of that song.
Oh my gosh! Oh God! If it were
Maybe at one point it was true.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Maybe when Gene Autry sang it.
Look who I have today. The Duke of the Internet. No, Duke of Substack or something. The Substack, the superintendent of Substack.
I'm not going to.
Are you on Substack?
I am indeed on Substack.
Okay, George Delisle, Substack sweetheart. The sweetheart of Substack. How about that?
Well, you know what? If you're a writer and you got to write and you're not working for a newspaper anymore, you got to put your stuff somewhere.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Stuff it.
Good as any.
Stuff it in the stuff. Stuff it into
Substack. You, me, and
I'm gonna have
500,000 other people. Right.
So Peter, I'm gonna have Gene Autry write a song about stuffing it into Substack.
You could probably do it on AI.
We could probably do it because
he told AI to do a song in the style of Gene Autry.
Yeah, Gene Autry's dead, so they'll have to find a replacement. But they can certainly. It would be interesting to try that. I might even try it before the end of the program. Stuffing it to
You'll probably get a letter from Gene Autry's estate saying,
"Oh my gosh, yeah, or Substack for that matter." Look at everyone. It is not tax day, but it's the day before where you
You're
are.
the only one who's celebrating tax day. You know that, right?
Yeah. No, I know. And strangely
why?
enough, right? No, okay.
I want to know why.
Okay, yes.
Why not?
Why not?
It's a day. Why not?
This is tax day is tomorrow, everyone, where you are. Right.
I remember when it used to be a party, I'd get sent to do live shots and cover it. At the main post office.
And the main post office, and in New York City, the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Those
Big
were the days.
Celebration when you were paying. I paid my income tax today.
Online.
Yeah,
now you can Click.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you? You click online. There's no more excitement.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that it has become more difficult to pay your taxes online in the last year.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, the support. The administration withdrew its support for that program.
But
whatever.
But there was interestingly enough,
they took our money.
They did take our money somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's always a way for you to give them your money.
But it's interesting. I always think that interesting. First, this is the Westfield on Weekend show, the Wow It's Tuesday show. I'm Bob Plass, as I said. Go to westfieldonweekends.com for the update of whatever's happening at the Wow Center at 105 Elm Street and beyond.
The video is finally out, by the way, for Don Blanton.
The video was out there for Don Blanton.
Yeah, I
wonderful.
posted it.
Oh my gosh! So we can post. That was great.
It was almost 2 hours long.
Oh my God! A 2-hour interview. How do you like that?
That's a
thank you,
long
Drew.
interview.
Thank you, great. Peter. You're so good. But so this is the story, everyone. We are taping on April 13th.
April 13th.
Somewhere in my brain, I got to thinking that I thought Tuesday was April 15th.
Oh, okay.
I thought Tuesday this week was April 5th. That's exactly what happened.
I kind of figured that when I saw your rundown. I was like,
Oh, my God. But it just turns out that April 15th has a real significance in my life. In fact, I was telling James after picking him up in Springfield at his doctor's appointment, I was saying, I made this mistake and I got all these songs about what happened on April 15th, etc. But it dawned on me that the obsessions of my life around history happened on April 15th. I have been obsessed since a child with the Titanic.
Okay.
And the Titanic sank on April 15th. Okay? I have been obsessed with Abraham Lincoln's assassination. Mm-hmm. Abraham Lincoln was assassinated on April 15th. And then you add tax day to it, and suddenly there is this cosmic thing going on that I said, well, obviously, somebody wants me to celebrate or honor the Titanic and Abe Lincoln's assassination. Not to you don't celebrate an assassination.
Generally, you don't celebrate
or
disasters.
the sinking of the Titanic.
You recall and
you remember with grace and I don't know because both of those events are. Do they play any role in your life other than the fact that you were there the night that Lincoln was shot at Ford's Theater, and I was backstage.
I was in the balcony.
Oh, you were in the balcony. Yeah. You were in the next booth. Have you ever been there? Peter? You've never been to Ford's Theater?
I have never been to Ford's Theater.
Oh my gosh!
No, it's a and now that you say that, it's kind of curious because I've read everything I can get my hands on about Abraham Lincoln for
Are
years.
you a freak? Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, in my view, he was the greatest president.
Yeah.
And in my view, his assassination was a disaster for the country because all of the gains that were made by winning the Civil War evaporated.
Right after that. Everything kind of changed.
Andrew Johnson was not on board.
No, and he came in and he changed everything in a way. And he was the only he was a president who was impeached, I think, for his work.
He was the first.
He was the first.
He was impeached and not removed.
And not
no president impeached has ever been removed. And I think it was from Ed Johnson. I think the next one was
Clinton, maybe.
Was Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
It would have been Nixon.
Oh yeah.
Had he not resigned.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, I think the trial would have found him guilty.
Oh,
I think so too.
Oh,
and I think he thought so.
Yeah.
He got totally lost the support of the Republicans once they, in a more innocent era.
Right.
The Republicans in the Senate came to the view that this guy's been lying to us about everything, and the evidence is too compelling, and they went to him and said, we're going to give you the opportunity to avoid being impeached and removed if you'll just resign right now.
And he did.
And, well, he saw the handwriting on the wall, and out he went.
Yes, I'm going to do it. Here's my impression. I am not a crook. Does that sound anything like Nixon?
Not even.
I don't know.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. All right. Well, then Saturday Night Live is not going to hire me.
Probably not.
All right. So that plus the Titanic have been in my brain forever, and I cannot. I have to read like you. Mm-hmm. I've read all the books. Can't remember a damn thing. And watched all of the movies about the Titanic, watched all the movies that I can. There's a wonderful one called Manhunt, and that is around the, there's a book out about it, but it's about finding Lincoln, or finding Lincoln's assassin and stuff. And the Mary Surratt trial and all of that. All of that. Very fascinating. And interestingly enough, Bill O'Reilly wrote a book about the murder of Lincoln. That was Killing Lincoln, I think it was called, right? That was really kind of pretty good.
I haven't read it. I'm not a fan of Mr. O'Reilly.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, I'm not a fan of his writing.
Ah, gotcha.
Because criticism from other historians is essentially saying, yeah, he makes stuff up.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So I can't...
again, I haven't read the book, so I cannot speak to that from personal experience, but I've read criticism from other historians saying that his stuff is just...
Wow,
not
interesting. Okay, so there is a series called Killing Lincoln out there as well that I've seen as well. And, what do I know? All I know is that I went to Ford's Theater, and you are able to see the I mean, it's so much smaller than you think. And
well, think about theaters in that era.
Yeah.
There's no sound system. So necessarily, it's got to be small if the actors are to be heard.
Oh my gosh!
At all?
Yeah. And Wilkes Booth's brother, Edwin Booth,
the Shakespearean actor, was one of the top actors of his day, and the black sheep of the family was John Wilkes Booth. Right now, their father was an actor of note, and Junius.
You are right, Junius Booth. Oh my God, he's brilliant. Is there anything you don't know?
Half the time I can't find my way from the living room to the kitchen.
Oh, all right. Okay.
So short-term memory, toast. Long-term memory, still pretty good. So.
Right. Yeah. So what was that night like for you?
Well, it was dark. No, yeah. It was. There are probably very few moments in American history that have been written upon as extensively as the Lincoln assassination. I mean, there's book after book after book, and there were many eyewitnesses. And therefore, there were many eyewitness accounts. And then his body was removed across the street.
And you can go there into that room, and you can actually see the blood-stained sheets there. And you look into the room, and it's not a big place at all.
No, and the bed was so short he wouldn't fit.
Yeah,
because he was a very tall man by the standards of the day.
And they had the whole cabinet was there and whatever.
It was Edwin Stanton who pronounced the "now he belongs to the ages"
thing. Yeah. And I think that my spouse James had somebody who was there. He was related to Breckinridge. And Breckinridge, I think, was one of the people in there. And of course, then we have Mary Todd Lincoln, who is beside herself.
Well,
or that evening,
Mrs. Lincoln was truth to be told, not that stable to begin with.
She was mentally ill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's another of those things. It depends on who you ask, and it depends on what you read, and it depends. Now, her son, the only surviving son,
Robert, yes.
who became Secretary of
Interior, no,
War. I
Was
believe.
it
It was
War?
war under.
Under Wilson.
Yeah, it was a little bit down the line. Yeah.
No, it was
no, it couldn't
earlier
be
than
Wilson.
Wilson.
Wilson's too late.
Could have been Garfield, and it could have been.
Yeah, I think it was Garfield.
But
Yeah.
I mean, the man was the president of the Pullman Railroad Car Company,
Right.
and his home is up in Vermont, and it's a wonderful place to visit.
Yeah, it's called Hilldale. What is
No,
the name?
Hildene.
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 Dene.
Dene.
Right.
I'm not going to swear to that, but I think that's right.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, I've been there. It's a wonderful place to go and spend part of a day.
Right.
Gina and I drove up and went there, and then from there we went to the Calvin Coolidge historical, because it's not far
in Northampton.
in Vermont.
Oh, Vermont is where Calvin. I thought it was in Northampton.
No, he was the mayor of Northampton.
Right.
But in
right
fact,
close to Springfield.
but in fact, he was from Vermont.
Oh.
And in fact, he was there visiting his dad
Yeah.
when the word came that President McKinley had been assassinated.
Oh.
And it was there that his father, who was a justice of the peace, administered the oath of office.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot. That's also now. This is only from the from the 1920s, but
Right.
but it's been wonderfully preserved. It's a great museum.
This is the Calvin Coolidge.
This is the Calvin Coolidge.
Do you know what city it's in? Manchester.
I do not off the top of my head, and it's a small community, and and I'm sure my phone's not going to work in here because I've tried I've tried that before.
I'll find it probably during here.
But this is a wonderful way to spend a summer day. Is
combine both of those.
Combine both of those. You go, Go up to Hildene and spend some time there, and then it's maybe 25-minute drive over to Coolidge's Coolidge's place.
Yeah.
And there's an excellent tour. There are cabins on the property that were built to house the Secret Service.
So now you
and they're
can
still
stay.
there.
No, you can't.
You can't
stay overnight in the cabin. Oh, well, I thought that might be fun. Yeah. Well, I wondered which movie about Abraham Lincoln is most in your heart and you would like to see again. Is it the Steven Spielberg one that was recently done with?
Is that the one based on the Gore Vidal book, Lincoln?
I think it is. No, it's the one based on Team of Rivals.
That's
by Doris Kearns.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Oh, you have to. What's the woman
What's it
who
called?
They Love Me? They really. Sally Fields plays Mary Todd Lincoln in it.
Oh,
and Daniel Day-Lewis is Lincoln. Oh, you have
Daniel
to see
Day-Lewis is in Lincoln, which is the one based on the Gore Vidal book.
No.
Yes.
No.
Check.
No.
Daniel Day-Lewis is definitely the one in that one, and that's just titled Lincoln.
It's called Lincoln.
Yes.
And it's based on okay, we've got an argument here.
Okay.
We will find out for sure. But which you like? You like that movie for
I enjoyed that movie very much because it was faithful to the book that you say it wasn't based on.
Okay. All right.
Daniel Day-Lewis was outstanding. I mean, the man may be the best character actor of our time. He just inhabited that.
Yeah. Sam Waterston also played him, Abraham Lincoln, in another one.
Many times.
Many times. And then
in
Henry
fact,
Fonda.
if you go to Gettysburg, there is a room there that is devoted entirely to the Gettysburg Address.
Oh.
And it is read by Sam Waterston in character.
From Law and Order, everybody who can't remember who Sam Waterston
and so many other
wonderful things. Yeah.
But what's really fascinating to me is that, as you know, I worked for the Springfield Republican for almost a half a century.
Right.
And when I got to this is the new visitor center at Gettysburg. And when I say new, it's been open for 12 years-ish or so.
Sure.
When I went into the Gettysburg Address room, there on the wall is, in very large, stylized print, but is the Springfield Republican's review of the speech.
No.
Yes.
Wow.
Now,
well, it was a big paper back then.
The Republican was
the paper.
It had a national reputation.
Yeah.
In fact, Mr. Lincoln was a subscriber.
How do you like that?
I liked it a lot.
Oh, my God. And so, do you remember who the editor of the Springfield newspaper was? Because he was a friend of Emily Dickinson's as well.
Which editor? We talking about Dick Garvey?
No, Dick Garvey.
Before that?
Yeah, before that.
Well, Dick Garvey.
Wayne Faniff and Dick Garvey. Richard Garvey, way before. I'm talking during Lincoln's time. Who was
then I don't know.
Because that was around the same time as Emily Dickinson.
Samuel Bowles started.
Samuel Bowles.
Okay, he was the publisher.
There we are.
He actually floated a hand cranked press up the Connecticut River on a raft.
Oh my gosh!
And that was on display for a time in the lobby of the newspaper building. I'm sure it's not there now.
Well, it's probably at the Springfield Museum.
Well, it was on loan from the museum, so I'm sure it went back there. But
well, George, the Republican got its name not for a political stance.
Well, no, the party. Bowles was one of the founders of the party.
Of the Republican Party?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh. So there we have it.
So there you have it.
And Lincoln was a Republican, so there you have it as well.
He was the very first Republican to be president of the United States.
And how far we've come, huh?
Well, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Hey, let's shift gears a minute, where I'm going to play from the... Oh, first, I got to tell you that Off-Broadway has a show called Oh, Mary that you've got to see. And Oh, Mary has Mary Todd Lincoln wanting to be a cabaret star. All right, and it's really and Mary Todd can be played by a woman. It can be played by a man, and it's a very funny show. And if you get a chance to go to New York, it was off Broadway first, and now it's on Broadway.
Oh, it's on
Broadway.
Okay.
Now it's on Broadway. And what was off Broadway before was Titanic, the musical. And this is...
Dare I ask?
Titanic has a score by Celine Dion. And they use Celine Dion songs to tell their story in a spoofing kind of way of the Titanic. And it is on Broadway now.
God help us all.
Oh, my God. So you're going to hear 3 minutes and 35 seconds from Titanic. And you're going to be really surprised. And Celine Dion is a character who tells the story of the Titanic. And then you'll hear Celine, the woman playing Celine, who sounds just like every French-Canadian singer in the world, including Celine. And then you'll hear the cast singing various songs that fit into the plot of the Titanic spoof, etc. Okay. So here you go. This is all Titanic.
Right. Oh, I'm alive. Bonjour, Strictly. How is everybody doing in the house tonight? If I may, I would love to tell you about my journey aboard Titanic. It's been 84 years, and I can still remember a dreamer named Jack, a sweet ingenue Rose, and her fiancé, Gal. Don't know much about your life. Don't know much about your world.
Don't wanna be alone tonight on this planet they call Earth. All aboard! What do you say? What do you say? What do you say?
the gift I give myself.
Captain!
I drove all night to get to you. Baby, this is going to fail. Is that all right?
Are you all right?
I drove all night, crept to your room for something.
Sir, look out!
To make love to you.
Iceberg right ahead!
I drove all night. There's
Thank you so much. You are my friends. You are my best friends in the whole world. Ooh. I love you so much. Good night.
Support for community programming provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. Visit bettsplumbing.com or 14 Coleman Avenue, Westfield. Public welcome.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio.
107.5 FM WSFD. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 107.5 FM WSFD-LP Westfield.
Wow, WSFD-LP. Is that long playing? Is that what that means?
Low power.
Low power. Oh, geez, that sounds so...
Low power.
Low power.
Yeah.
But we actually go further, right? Doesn't...
I don't know, 100 watts per carrier is pretty good.
Yeah, more than we used to, right?
It's
got
different.
It's FM now.
Yeah, it's still FM. But we're higher up the band and we're in a clear channel. So
I see, and you can also get us on YouTube a lot by going just going to what
YouTube,
WestfieldCommunityTV.org.
No, Westfield Community Westfield Community Radio.
WestfieldCommunityRadio.com.
Right.
WSFD.
I have.
You have to put WFSD in there too?
No, you can search it either way. It'll come up.
Yeah, you just go to YouTube and in the search window put in Westfield Community, and it'll come right up.
And if you put in Westfield Community while it's Tuesday, you're going to get all of the scintillating programs. What do you do in order to see the Don Blanton exhibit or discussion?
That's on Westfield Community Programming, but if you put in Don Blanton, you could probably find it.
And speaking of Don Blanton, we closed the World of Don Blanton show this weekend. And George, it was so exciting in my own...
It's the second listing on there, Bob.
Huh?
If you search Don Blanton, it's on YouTube.
Right.
It's the second thing that comes up.
Wow.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
So great. So that Don Blanton, DonBlanton, he is so fascinating. And so we closed his show this weekend with a celebration that took place at Tribeca and at the Wow Center, and then switched to our Up Close and Musical series at Second Congregational Church. It was a whole day thing. And we had a jazz brunch with Ed Orgill, who is on our board and the chair of the music department over there at Tribeca. Anybody who went to the jazz brunch got a ticket for a signed, framed Don Blanton print.
Oh.
Okay. And I think $100 certificate or something like that to Tribeca. And so the room was filled. We had Miss Moya Smith from WTCC. Have you ever listened to WTCC radio?
I was on the air in there in the 90s.
What do you mean you were on the air? Were you a DJ?
Yeah.
No.
TCC is
Springfield's technical
student.
community.
It was student at one time.
At STCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's not student anymore. There's no student. I don't
right.
think there's any students in there at all.
I think they have some interns and stuff, but
Yeah, but
basically,
Okay.
it reaches out into the community, and of course, its focus is the black community in Springfield.
Okay. Yes, I have heard it. Okay.
And
yes.
my gosh, I am so addicted to listening to it. And secondly, the people who we went and Don and I did the Angela Thorpe T. Darling show. It's a community conversations, I think it's called, and we're going to do it this Wednesday. At 12 noon, we'll be on with her because we had so much to talk about on the first show, like we did, George, or Peter, in our 2-hour interview that I did showing his paintings and stuff. We went through the entire exhibit, incidentally. If you're away and missed the exhibit, you can see his wonderful work, thanks to Peter's great work as producer. But we're going to be on from 12 to 1 this week because there was more to talk about. And he has a huge history with the black community. And he's going to be our artist in residence at Westfield on weekends. And every Sunday, most Sundays, he will be down at the WOW Center painting, sculpting, and whether people come in or not, he is in his element. And if you're a painter or a sculptor and want to come down and sit and do your thing with Don, feel free. But we had like 60, 70 people from as far away as Storrs, Connecticut. Today is 413. We're taping on 413, April 13th. So we're celebrating the 413 area code. Okay, today is. Oh no!
I'm waiting to see where you're going to go with this.
2 days ago, for everybody that's listening. No, wait a minute. How do I? No. Yesterday, everyone who's listening on April 14th.
Huh?
Yeah, everyone who's listening today. Wow, it's Tuesday, April 14th.
When you hear this,
yes,
it will be April 14th,
and
we are in a time loop.
We are. And yesterday, April 13th. Where was I going with that?
I have no clue, unless you were moving back into the tax day thing somehow.
No, that's tomorrow.
We're just waiting for the Enterprise to save us from this quantum loop.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Somehow or other.
Full phasers and a spread of photon torpedoes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make it so.
Yeah. But we had a wonderful celebration. There were people from Storrs, Connecticut that came. There were people who came off the Pike from other places. They were from all over the region, and I really want Westfielders to come out and support. They bought more than $1,000 worth of Don Blanton memorabilia and art, and this is somebody who you have to see to believe, and it's wonderfully. We are going to do a Don Blanton show at Westfield State next February, working with Linda Thompson, the wonderful president of Westfield State, who came down and she and her spouse Chris, we took them on a tour, et cetera, et cetera. But we are really working together to extend the Don Blanton phenomenon.
Is Don Blanton local? Or?
Don Blanton is from Springfield. He went via Chicago, via Indiana, via Hollywood, California, where he was going to be the next Billy D. Williams at Universal Studios, and via aeronautics. What's that? Command Aeronautics in Connecticut.
Oh, Command.
Command, yes, he worked for them.
Okay,
and became a big wig there as well. Long story that you've got to hear of it. But the news is that downtown between the two restaurant and was popping. It was so wonderful. And the day before, across the street at Delisle, when I was getting ready, Delisle has lines out the door. This is the new patisserie. that opened across the street from us. And it is so well supported by the community. And the line outside was really, I took a picture.
Is that in the...
It's the old, where Sally G's, Chrissy G's.
Chrissy G's, okay.
Chrissy G's was.
Thought
yeah,
so.
yeah.
Okay.
And then, so that is popping down the street at the Crave Cafe. All of the restaurants are popping. And it's just such a wonderful feeling. Oh, my gosh. And that's all in the cultural district. We have a downtown Westfield Cultural District that we're working on. So I'm really proud of Westfield this weekend. And I invite anyone who has never been downtown or to the Wow Center or to any of the restaurants downtown, what are you waiting for? Help support local business. Help support local non-for-profits like the Kiwanis. And George is a symbol of Kiwanian. You are some like big shot in the Kiwanis.
No, I used to be.
Now
I used to be somebody. Now I'm
just George.
Just me.
That's your new program here on WTCC.
No.
Just George.
You don't have time for that.
Yeah,
I don't have time for that.
I ain't got no time for that.
Look, as you know, I'm the president of the Westfield Kiwanis Club, and I'm very proud of our club. We do amazing things in this community. Right now, we are.
Did I see that you gave $10,000 to some organization?
That would be called the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield.
Wow.
And every year at the Youth of the Year dinner,
which was last week,
we present the Boys and Girls Club with a gift in the amount of $10,000. We are very proud of the Boys and Girls Club, as I think many people in the community are aware. The Westfield Kiwanis Club founded that Boys and Girls Club 60-something years ago, and our dear late friend Don Blair was very involved in that, and it may be the single best thing the club has ever done, because just look at what it has become.
Oh man!
Look at the
what it gives
number,
to people.
Really, I mean, the number of children who take advantage of the facilities and all of the things that the Boys
programming.
and Girls Club,
Oh my God! There's a daycare center there.
There is daycare. There's education. There's
meals.
There's a great. Well, the new computer and video lab they have there. We broadcast on auction day for 2 hours.
Wow.
From the Boys and Girls Club, and Pete was involved in that.
Yeah.
It was our return to television after an absence of what, Peter? 5 years.
5 years.
Anyway,
I would say pretty close to 5 years.
And we had a very successful auction. I mean, I
remember. Yeah.
Well, I can't give an exact number,
I
but
won. I won some, or I didn't win. How do you win?
You were the high bidder.
I was the high bidder. Is that how you say it?
And we thank you for your high bid.
I wasn't the highest bidder. Believe me, I'm only talking $100.
Well, on an item, you were the highest bidder.
Oh, I was the highest. I was the highest bidder on 2 items.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Gina and I went. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
There is I'm French Canadian, as you well know.
As I am.
French Canadians' grandparents are not called grandma and grandpa. We are called Meme and Pepe.
Yes.
All right. So Gina is Meme.
Yeah.
Even though she's Italian, and I am Pepe to my grandchildren.
Yeah.
Well.
Is it P-E-P-E? No.
P-E-P-E-R-E.
Yeah.
Pepe.
Right.
Pepe. Anyway.
Yeah.
It's in strictly speaking in French, it would be grand-père.
Yes.
But
right.
Pepe is the popular.
It's
I
had a Pepe.
It's like
my Pepe was Meme and Pepe. Yeah.
Well, okay. So I told you that, so I can tell you this.
Okay.
When I went on blood pressure medication 10 or 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's a pill. It's a water pill.
Right.
But when I went on that, my doctor told me you are not permitted to drink grapefruit juice.
Yes.
Because it has some weird interaction with. Okay, all right. So I had to find an alternative, and what I found was
bourbon.
This is a free. Well, that's one alternative, but it's not good for breakfast. V8 makes a product called V8 Splash.
Oh, I don't know this.
All right, and it comes. What I love about it, it comes in a 96-ounce bottle, so it's this giant jug of, and it's a mix of juices, and it's not a ton of sugar, and it's
not the 8 vegetables.
It's
V8.
not. It's not
like
well,
V8.
it's the same. No, it's not. It doesn't look like tomato juice. It's a. This particular variety is called Tropical Blend.
Okay, got it.
All right, so that's what became my go-to.
Yeah.
Well, then my grandchildren discovered that this stuff is in my refrigerator.
Uh-huh.
And they will drain. If I've got the 3 boys and the 3-year-old girl, I got them all there.
Yeah.
The baby isn't doing that yet because she's only 2 months old.
Oh,
But if the kids are in the house, that 96-ounce bottle lasts about half an hour.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, they're just chugging that down.
Yeah.
And the children decided that this stuff is called Pepe juice. It's Pepe juice.
I'm not going there.
It's the juice at Pepe's house. Therefore, it is Pepe juice.
All right.
Okay. So
how does this fit into what we were talking about?
I have absolutely no idea.
Wait a minute. We were talking about Kiwanis.
We were talking about Kiwanis. So there's a thing here somewhere, but I don't know.
You
but
put
anyway,
the thread together. You thread it. The listeners will thread it together.
No, this is like a Trump speech. My God, what have I done? Never mind.
All right.
Our Kiwanis Club it's healthy. It could be healthier.
Oh, this is how you connect.
This is where we're going. That's good. I'll take whatever rope you can throw to me. We meet every Thursday at Emma's, which is on. I don't know. It's not on Washington.
What's the street
it's on Arnold Street.
Arnold Street. Yes.
Arnold Street, or
Washington.
enter from Washington.
Yeah, right.
Emma's Everyday Gourmet.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful place.
Man,
some
fabulous.
of the best Italian food to be had anywhere.
Is Giancarlo still working there?
Oh, yeah.
Giancarlo.
Yes. So they recently opened a back room.
Yeah.
There was an attorney's office in the back there.
Dunhill
They
and
bought
Phillips.
another building and moved out. So
right.
that is now their meeting space. We are there every Thursday. Usually we'll start arriving at about 5:30.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's Kiwanis. Kiwanis is an Indian word for we drink. Okay.
And they have Pepe juice at the bar.
They do not.
Oh, all right.
They have a fine selection of spirits and wine. And,
All right.
and
you
like
couldn't
that.
make a cocktail out of that.
Oh, my God.
You could.
I could.
You just add vodka to that V8 splash.
You can make a cocktail out of anything if you work at it.
That's true.
But seriously, if you're listening to this, well, first of all, if you're listening to this, God bless you, both of you.
We know there are more than
we are,
because I've got my Wisconsin fans.
Kiwanis is a community service organization.
Right.
We do fundraising. We do some fundraising.
Yeah.
We do some hands-on service.
Yeah.
But mostly we are a group of people who enjoy one another's company, who are very friendly and sociable, and who would like to meet you and make you part of the organization. So drop by any Thursday and come and share a meal with us and find out what we are
Can you just
about.
show up?
Absolutely.
Just show up.
Absolutely.
And that first meal is on the club? Or
if you give me any indication whatsoever that you are considering becoming a Kiwanian, we're going to buy you dinner for the first one.
Ooh.
Don't come back the second time and say I need another. No. You're on your own now.
Yeah,
But,
And are there stipulations in terms of whether you have to be from Westfield or Greater West?
Absolutely.
What if I was from Albany?
If you want to join a club in Massachusetts, you are more than welcome to do so.
More power to you.
Right. Now, Is that what I would recommend? Absolutely not. I'd recommend that you join one of the clubs in New York, near Albany, because there are several.
Yeah.
And Kiwanis is it's
a worldwide organization.
We're an international organization. We are in 82 countries all around the world. Have something, and I'm not going to lie about this. There are of the 3 big service clubs.
Right.
We're number 3.
Oh gosh.
It's
Rotary.
Lions is the largest.
Right.
Anyone from Rotary will dispute that.
Okay.
The Rotarians will tell you, no. We're the largest, and frankly, it's splitting hairs.
Sure.
They're both in the ballpark of 1.4 million members.
Oh, whoa. So what's the third runner-up?
The third is Kiwanis.
And how many
About
members?
200,000. So we're smaller by an order of magnitude.
How does that work?
Well, Kiwanis was slow to become truly international.
Oh.
For many, many years, Kiwanis was basically the U.S. and Canada and not much else.
Oh, got it.
Whereas 50 years ago, Rotary and Lions saw that the opportunities for expansion were in Asia, mostly in Asia.
Right.
In Europe,
right,
in South America. So they got there way ahead of us and kind of staked out the territory.
Got it.
Now, which of those 3 organizations does the most service? I would argue that it is Kiwanis.
Oh, interesting.
Kiwanis members per capita put more hours of service in every month than any of the other ones.
Right. Right. Every month I get a thing saying, how many hours have you put in to Kiwanis this month, Bob?
Yeah, Gina puts in a 0. And
you put a 0 for me, yes. Yeah. Unfortunately. But that is not to say that I don't support and pay my dues and
only
do
if,
what I have.
Well, if we contact James.
Oh, yeah. You're my spouse.
Yeah. Then your dues get paid.
Hey, it is rounding the bend here, and I wanted to say that I love Kiwanis, and I appreciate all the work that you do in our community. And so to go to the website is Kiwanis.
WestfieldKiwanis.org. WestfieldKiwanis, one word, .org.
Yeah.
There's lots of information about what we do. It's actually our webmaster, Steve Dondley.
Oh, of course. I love him.
Steve is really, really good at what he does, which is websites. I mean, that's what he does.
Sure.
So I think we have. I stick my neck out here. I'm willing to bet we have the best Kiwanis website in New England.
There you go.
It's really, it's lively. It's vibrant. It's current.
Yeah.
Just this afternoon, this morning, we posted. There is an event tomorrow night at the Maple Leaf. In support, it's one of those, donate by dining things.
Oh, gotcha.
In support of Cub Scout Troop 820. I'm sorry, Cub Scout Pack 820. Get your scout terms straight.
Sure.
At Westfield River Elementary School. That is sponsored by the Westfield Kiwanis Club. So if you go and have dinner tomorrow night.
We're talking Tuesday night?
I'm sorry, tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Tonight, Tuesday night.
Okay, Tuesday.
This very
April
night.
14th.
Yeah, April 14th. Correct.
Oh my gosh. All right. Listen, I just remembered what there was a theme that we did that I didn't follow through on. 413, April 13th. That was Monday of this week. That was when we're filming is 413, which is the area code.
Right.
And the fabulous 413 on NPR is a great show.
Here he goes, plugging another show.
There we are. Yeah.
Hey, there's room for everybody.
For us.
No, Bob was on the show, so that's why.
Oh, yeah. And that's when we started talking about you, Peter, at being at we were talking you at STCC or WTCC.
Yeah.
We welcome all comers and all goers, and indeed, let me play. Well, you can't start April without playing April Showers in some way. Would you recite the words to April Showers, the song? When April showers come your way. Second line.
Couldn't do it if my life depended on it.
Peter, they bring what? They bring
Mayflowers.
They bring the flowers.
Something in
bloom
May.
in May.
Okay.
So when it's raining, What do you do?
This song's only a minute 43, Bob. You're going to give all the lyrics.
Yeah,
away.
Have no regrets. Because
Why don't we just listen to the song,
good.
Bob? And
all right, Mel Torme when he was very young. The Velvet Mel Torme. Listen to this song. It's great. April Showers.
When April showers come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. So when it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't raining, you know. It's raining violets, Mammy. When you see clouds upon the hill, they soon will be crowds of daffodils. So keep on looking for the bluebird and listening for his song whenever April showers come along. And when you see clouds upon the hills, they soon will be crowds of daffodils. So keep on looking for the bluebird and listening for his song whenever those showers come along. Those April showers.
Support for community radio provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Join me, Tina Gorman, each week from 6 to 8 a.m. for Wake Up Wednesday, when my guests and I discuss health, wellness, and lifestyle reimagined.
Community Radio.
107.5 FM WSFD. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 107.5 FM WSFD-LP Westfield.
Wow and Artworks. Hi, everybody. I am Bob Plass, and from Westfield on Weekends. In the newspaper today at the Westfield News, speaking of newspapers, Wow Artworks to present Magic in the Garden. And it talks about the exhibit that is opening this weekend at the Wow Center at 105 Elm Street in downtown Westfield's Cultural District. And it is a wonderful work that celebrates, let me get it straight, fairy houses and elves, flowers.
Oh, my daughter Denise can't wait for this one. She's bringing the kids.
Oh, man. Look at those beautiful things. That we have the fabulous children's book illustrators. They do Jane Yolen books as well as their own books as well. Gary A. Lippincott is the man's name.
Okay.
And you go to his website, you'll see the incredible work. And Linda Graves, who paints as well as, I visited her home in Otis. That was the, I think I talked about this last week, or when I went to see her and I was in her driveway and no one was answering, and I was like scouting around the house. She was there and she didn't hear me, but I called the number that I thought was hers, and it turned out that the woman said, you're not anywhere close. I live in Northampton, and I am not an artist. So I thought, oh my God, I'm in the wrong place. But just in case, I wrote a note and I put it in the door, but I was out there for like 45 minutes. Not one neighbor came out to say, what are you doing over there?
I'm actually surprised like a police cruiser didn't pull in behind you and say.
Okay, so I'm on my way home, and I then realized, okay, apparently AI got it wrong and gave me the telephone number for another Linda Graves in Northampton, and the Linda Graves of Otis is a different one. Well, anyway, I spent some time with her, and boy, the work that she has and the work that Gary Lippincott does is wonderful. And then, not to mention that, but we have Artworks artists, as well as Westfield on Weekends group of artists. And there are more than 24, 25, I think, artists who have done beautiful watercolors of springtime in their own way. And then there's magical stuff as well with the fairy houses and these wonderful, wonderful figurines. We have maybe close to 10 or 12, but that will be on display from April 18th right straight through the month of May 31st, right straight through May. So
That's
and
great.
There's all kinds of wonderful things happening. Now, the newspaper took my press release and changed. You have to make it fit, right? So
I
have
done that many times. Yeah.
So they took my press release and condensed the second paragraph or whatever. And in the process of doing it, said that the reception was from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And I looked at what I sent them, and it's 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So, folks, do not come to Westfield, the Wow Center, for the reception, the artist reception this Saturday from 1 to 3. That's the correct time. Not 10 to 3. There is a class in there from 10 to 3. They won't accept you unless you want to just walk around and say hello or whatever. But,
okay.
And you'll see all of the wonderful artists. Let me just name a few. Donna Carmel, Murray Crane Yvonne, Richard Nowak, Jane Barrientos, Frankie Barrero, Kelly Rose Burgess, Ellen Westerlin, Jacob Young, Kim Velke, Suzanne DeSessa, Sanchita Vishwanath, Joan Nelson, James Johnson Corwin, Kathy Gadetti, Marie Flahive, Lucia Sullivan, Susan Racine, Jerry Hamill, Inston Russell, and WOW's artist in residence, Don Blanton. All that and more. And you're going to have a great time.
Excellent.
It's a great family exhibit. If you want to bring children, this is the time to introduce them to that kind of thing.
Many of those artists you mentioned have had their work represented in the Westfield Kiwanis auction. Strangely enough. Many of them have donated work that we have sold.
And still Susan Tilton Pecora. You
yeah.
have her on your wall.
I have
She's
nationally two of her pieces on. In my.
She's
dining
part
room.
of that. She's an old friend of ours that she said, Bob,
she's delightful. She's just
lovely,
such a nice
lovely,
lady.
lovely person.
Hey, all right. Forgive me for this.
Yes, sir.
I now remembered what that whole Pepe juice thing was about.
So now we're rethreading it.
We had to go to Walmart to restock on Pepe juice.
Oh, okay.
Just yesterday.
Oh, on 413 day?
And while I was in Walmart, a gentleman who I don't know saw me, and he walked up and he said, pardon me, he didn't do that part. He said, are you George?
Yeah.
I said, well, why, yes. He says, well, I bought something in the Westfield Kiwanis auction, and I got a black squirrel mug. And then my wife told me that when she was in high school, she got a Westfield Kiwanis scholarship. And then she told me that when she was at Westfield State, the Kiwanis Club paid for a bus trip to. He went on for about 10 minutes about all these things that the Westfield Kiwanis Club has done.
Wow.
That involved him and his wife, and that was the actual point of the whole ridiculous discussion about Pepe juice, which is why we were at Walmart. So
you see, I think this is a theme today. You have two old guys. Well, you're younger than I. I could call you. You could be my son, couldn't you, George?
I seriously doubt that.
What's the age difference?
You just turned 80, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be 75.
Oh,
so.
I didn't give birth at no,
yeah.
unless there was some hanky-panky that I didn't know at the nursery school. Or maybe...
Well, knowing you, Bob, anything is possible.
Oh, it is possible. It is possible. So, hey, why don't we play... I'm going to play a song because this is really great. Don Blair, I'm thinking of. George Delisle came back from a cruise. So I was going to play Cruising Down the River on a Sunday afternoon. The sun above reaching for the moon. The old accordion plays the sun. And I thought, geez, it's perfect because accordions in Germany and beer and all that kind of stuff. And you're cruising in beer. But then it was too schlocky. So I'm playing Smokey Robinson's Cruising, which is
close enough.
Close enough. Cruising by Smokey Robinson. Here you go.
Baby, let's cruise away from here. Don't be confused. The way is clear. And if you want it, you got it forever. This is not a one-night stand.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardie siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com, they are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio. 107.5 FM, WSFD. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 107.5 FM, WSFD-LP, Westfield.
WestfieldOnWeekends.com. Wow, it's Tuesday. It's April 14th. We're celebrating April 15th. And we're celebrating Pipe. Pipe Delisle. That's what I'm going to call you. Pipe.
Well, if you're going to do that, you got to do it right. It's Pipe Delisle.
Pipe Delisle.
Je m'appelle Georges Delisle or Pepe Delisle.
Oui.
Oui. Now that we've totally screwed up our whole audience.
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, there were Polish people who were listening a minute ago, and they turned it off.
Oh, was that?
Yeah.
You and Mime went. You went on a cruise that we have. You've been all over. You've been touring. First, he's been all over the world as this governor of the world.
Well, no, when I was on the Kiwanis International Board of Trustees.
So you
for
went
3
all
years.
over for a while.
I went to Tokyo quite a few years ago with my oldest daughter for a Kiwanis International Convention. That was fabulous. She loved it so much. My grandson graduated from Westfield High School last year, and she took him to Japan as his graduation present.
Oh, my God.
So he got to see Tokyo, and he got to ride the bullet train.
Oh,
and he got to go to Kyoto.
So then you get the bug after those kinds of
we love traveling. We love traveling, and we've had, we're at the point in our lives where. Look, I mean, you know this as well as I do.
Of course,
I'm 70. I'm going to be 75 years old.
Right.
And I don't want
my heart's
that to sound. I know it's tough.
Yeah.
But you have to you do have to ask yourself, how long do I have that I'm physically able to do this sort of traveling?
Absolutely.
Because look, you're on just to Europe.
Yeah.
You're still on an aircraft for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
Sure is.
And depending on your physical condition and your stamina, it can be impossible for some people.
Oh man, yes.
So Gina and I are we're trying to get the traveling in. We did a German Christmas markets tour. A cruise, a river cruise, about 4 years ago.
Right.
And had just a wonderful, wonderful time.
Right. But this year you selected the it's 15-day. What do they call that?
It's on it. This is on the Viking line.
Okay.
And there are many others, but this was on Viking.
Right.
It was a relatively good deal. It was priced well.
Right.
And they call it the Grand European Tour.
Oh my God, the Grand Tour.
The Grand Tour, because it starts in Budapest.
That's what Gilded Age folks did, the Grand Tour of Europe.
Well, not quite that good. It was called, we landed in Budapest, in Hungary.
Yeah.
Spent a couple of days there. And it's a lovely city. It's a beautiful city.
Sure.
There's so much history. It goes back to Roman times, like much of Europe.
Right.
And then the cruise ship just goes down the Danube. And it's the same route we took on the last cruise to some degree. We got to go
because the German markets, Christmas markets,
Christmas markets. We got to go back to Nuremberg, which is Nuremberg was bombed into smithereens during the war, but it has been largely rebuilt. It's been restored.
Okay.
All right. The buildings, the heavily damaged buildings, wherever possible, were put back the way they were. So there are beautiful cathedrals. There are public spaces. There's a great deal to do. And while we were there this year, the last time we were there, it was the Christmas markets.
Sure.
Well, this year they had the Easter markets.
Oh, gosh.
So the market stalls were open, and they were selling food and junk and everything.
Of course.
And the last time we went, we bought gingerbread. There's a couple of gingerbread stores in their main square.
Right. Sure.
And we bought this stuff for our children. It was.
German. You're buying it, and you're over there for 15 days, and then you can bring it back. And it's still going to be edible.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. In fact, better than edible. I mean, this is better gingerbread than you're going to get almost any place in the United States.
Right.
But we brought it to our kids.
Yeah.
We gave it to our kids. 3 days later, our kids basically all said, "Hey, we ate all of that. Can we get some more?"
So you booked
And
another
I said,
trip.
"Well, not without going to
Pipe needs a
Germany."
little bit
Yeah.
more juice before
So
he
we
could
so
go.
we returned to that same store.
You went back. Oh, I see.
Yeah, in
okay.
Nuremberg. We went
Yeah.
to, Gina was like, "Where is it?" What I
Yeah,
said, it's
yeah.
that corner
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
It's the company's called Wicklein. They make really, really excellent gingerbread. So we went
Probably
into
get
the
'em online.
Wicklein store and we bought, well, you know where you can get authentic, legitimate, good quality German gingerbread
All right,
in the
tell me.
United States,
Where?
but only in November and December?
Oh.
Aldi.
ALD.
Aldi.
Aldi's.
Aldi is a
My
German
shopping store.
Yeah, it's a German chain.
Yes, of course.
And
Yeah.
so at Christmas time, they bring in all of this high quality German stuff.
All right, I got to remember this.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in historic Nuremberg. I'm about to watch not Judgment. I've seen Judgment in Nuremberg.
Right.
Wonderful. But there's a new movie
There
called
is one. I haven't seen it yet.
Nuremberg, and
Yes.
I'm gonna watch it because it's got great reviews. It's a psychiatric study of with the psychiatrist, I think, or with Goebbels.
Okay.
And Rami Malek is in it, and oh my gosh, it looks like
the-
got great
the-
reviews.
the-
It's on Netflix or
The
Prime.
Palace of Justice is, I believe, what the building is called.
Right.
And it was.
Did you go?
Not this trip,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
last trip.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. There is an excellent museum about the Holocaust and the trials up on the second floor of the building.
Uh-huh.
And then you can go into the courtroom where the Nuremberg trials were held.
Wild.
And it has been preserved exactly as it was. And I don't know if you know this, but Judgment at Nuremberg was filmed in that room.
Wow.
In that courthouse.
Wow.
So what you see...
Dirk Bogarde, Judy Garland, Marlene Dietrich
Yes.
movie, Spencer Tracy.
Yes.
Really worth a classic.
It's a
Classic.
phenomenally...
Classic.
Yeah, it's classic. It's well presented. I think it gives a really good picture. And it's not... If you haven't seen the film, it doesn't show the trial of the big guys. All right.
It doesn't do Einstein. Einstein. What's his name? The guy in the glass bubble.
Eichmann.
Eichmann. I knew it began on I.
Eichmann had escaped.
Oh, okay.
If you'll recall, and he was captured years later by the Israelis.
Oh, okay. So that's a different.
So Eichmann's not. These were some of the secondary players.
Gotcha.
Some of the lesser generals. Pardon me.
Yeah.
I'm just getting
spitting,
over this.
You're spitting your coffee.
Oh yeah. Some of the lesser generals, some of the judges who were, shall we say, overly compliant with the Nazi regime.
Concentration camps.
Camps and murders and it's a brilliant, even by today's standards, I think it's a brilliant film.
So when you do these you're going down the Danube.
This is still the Danube.
And you're seeing the results of World War II
very much
as
so.
a history throughout.
Yes.
And so you went from Nuremberg to
after Nuremberg, you're almost done with the Danube, and then there's actually before you get to Nuremberg, there's a canal.
Oh,
all right. That it's a large series of it's almost 62 locks, I believe, that your ship has to go and climb this ladder.
Oh, wow.
To get up to that level.
And
they mostly do that at overnight, so the passengers don't. You don't have to see it if you don't want to,
sure.
but it is taking one of those things through a big lock is kind of interesting.
I love to watch these boats go from lock to lock to lock. I've never been on a boat that did it.
Okay.
But I've watched other boats do it.
But at this particular cruise, after you finish the Danube, then it goes through this canal, and then it goes on to the Main, M-A-I-N river. It's another major river in Central Europe, and that connects to the Rhine.
Okay,
and the Rhine goes all the way north up to Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and it goes through this corridor where there are
one castle after another.
Probably 25 or 26 medieval castles on both sides of the river, and it's a photographer's dream.
Ah, yes, yeah. With you go by the Lorelei. There is a statue in the middle of the Rhine River.
Yes.
With the sirens.
Yes.
That story of the Lorelei.
There's so much to see and so much history.
So you're going up the Rhine and you're going to Dusseldorf.
Going to Dusseldorf. Wait, we did not. I don't believe we stopped in Dusseldorf. We were in. You know, it kind of all blurs together.
Oh my gosh! How many stops all told in a grand tour from Viking Cruise?
It's a 15-day cruise,
right?
And we must have stopped in at least 12 different cities.
Wow! But you're in the major cities more than one day, right? I mean,
yes.
like you're in Budapest for a couple of days.
A couple of days there, a couple of days in Vienna.
Oh my gosh! What do you think of Vienna? The most romantic city.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
Did you dance the waltz in Vienna, George?
We did not.
You and Meme?
We did. Meme and I sat out the waltzes.
Oh man!
We did spend some. Actually, I think we kind of skipped the palace there because we'd been before.
Yeah, of course.
But we walked around the city, and it's a really lovely place.
Okay, so you go up to Cologne.
We went to
and that's great. That's
Cologne was great. Cologne is very very pretty.
Cathedral at Cologne is wonderful. Do you then go up all the way to Amsterdam? From Cologne to Amsterdam, and do you stop like at Maastricht or any of those?
I didn't bring the list.
All right, so let's talk.
We stopped at a lot of places.
We'll do a Ken's Den like Ken Stomsky.
Okay.
What's the best thing about traveling on this river, the Grand Tour, and Viking, going on Viking? And you like Viking cruises?
I liked the Viking cruise. I liked the Tauk cruise more.
And spell that.
Tauck.
Tauk. Okay.
Now, the difference between those two.
Right.
The Tauk cruise is absolutely more expensive.
Yes.
But it's all-inclusive. And I mean all-inclusive.
So when you stop at a city, you get a tour of the city?
You don't have to pick and choose and pay additional for any of the tours.
Gotcha.
You get to a city, there may be 3 tours. Mm-hmm. You just pick the one you want, and off you go. Mm-hmm. On Viking,
right?
There is always one included tour, and then there are optional tours for which you have to pay.
Of course. But you could do those on your own in a way, right?
Well, no, because you really aren't going to have time.
Oh, there it is.
You know,
the boat will not wait for you if you don't make it back in time.
Oh, wow.
You're better off doing
You're
better off doing a sponsored tour by the cruise and doing your own thing, because if you don't think you're going to make it back in time, the boat does not have to wait for you if you're not on a sponsored cruise.
And what most of the videos and guidebooks that advise first timers on these cruises, they said take the included tour.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
The first time,
right.
Take the included tour. Don't spend your money on the optional tour.
Right.
You really do want to see the
like
included tour is going to give you the highlights.
The high points, so that you've seen this.
Right.
And so you're getting on and off about. What about if you're a person that doesn't have mobility, or
I will tell you that if you're a person with serious mobility issues, this may not be for you.
Really?
The ship did have an elevator. So you could get from the main deck to your stateroom,
right,
with relatively little difficulty,
right.
But virtually all of these tours require a bit of walking.
Right, right.
So if I were in a wheelchair or a power chair, there was a gentleman on the boat who was using a power chair.
Right.
And my sense was that he found it quite inconvenient He wasn't happy all the time, put it that way.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to be able to get on and off these buses in order to go to where you're going.
Okay. All right. Now, the question then is, you said T-A-U-K is...
T-A-U-C-K, Tauk.
Tauk, okay. Expensive. And we're talking...
Again, everything is included, including the bar.
The flight and the bar.
Well, generally with Tauk, you can... Again, you got to look for these deals.
Right.
This particular trip we just took with Viking, the air was included, but it was a promotion.
Okay.
All right. So the air was included. There's some other stuff included. You have to pony up for gratuities.
Oh,
gotcha. And if you don't,
it's not taken off or added on,
it's added on whether you like it or not.
Of course.
So most people opt to purchase them in advance because if you don't purchase them in advance, they're going to add it on. It's actually going to cost more.
Gotcha.
They have, depending on how much alcohol you plan to consume, they have an alcohol package.
Oh.
And I did not.
Did you take the alcohol package?
I did not buy the package.
Well,
this
you were
time.
drinking that Pepe juice.
Well, I was drinking the included beer and wine at every meal.
Oh my God, and that's absolutely fine.
And the wine was excellent, and the beer was, honest to God, Munich.
Oh, fabulous.
I mean the good stuff. So the beer was fantastic.
Yeah.
I did buy a cocktail. Usually in the evening, I'll go and buy a cocktail.
Yeah.
But the amount of money I spent buying cocktails was way less than the cost of the unlimited drink package.
Could you say that if I wanted to go and I'm, let's say I'm on a limited budget, is Viking the cruise for me? Let's say I have, let's do an individual person because you have to pay individually, right? You don't get a break if you're two people.
Well, for
two people.
There are circumstances in which case you will get. And remember, they're always priced with two people for
always. Yeah, you always have to pay a surcharge if you're traveling alone.
Exactly.
Okay, but
I'll tell you what I have come to understand is that I recommend don't deal directly with the cruise line.
Yeah.
Find a travel agent who specializes in this kind of a cruise because they know all the tricks.
Yeah.
They know where the discounts are. They know how to get you what you want for the least amount of money.
All right. So I'm just trying to think. All right. Let's suppose it's tax day, everybody. Tomorrow's tax day. Make sure your taxes.
So get that filing and then take that big refund.
Take that big refund.
Take a trip.
Okay.
Right.
Could you, let's suppose you get $2,000 back.
Okay.
That's going to pay for a trip on a cruise line?
No, not one of these.
Okay,
It might very well pay for a trip on an ocean cruise line.
Oh, okay.
Okay, like Norwegian or Carnival or whatever.
Right.
It might very well.
Okay. But these are more 3 to 5.
You can do a 7-day cruise on most cruise lines.
Yeah.
For $3,000 in that way.
Usually it's about 2.
2, okay.
Per person.
So that's good. So 2 per person.
But if you
need that 4,000.
But if you're looking at one of these river cruises, you're probably talking about, for 2 people, you're probably talking between $8,000 and $10,000.
Holy mother God!
There, I told you. Well, again, all inclusive, as far as.
And their profit margins are different because it's a small ship.
It's a small ship.
There's not economies of scale.
Okay, so your ship is not one of these big, like the Bahamas or. Well,
no. I mean, look, I go on an ocean cruise with Norwegian.
Right.
And the ship probably has 4,000 people.
This ship
it's a floating city.
So this ship is what?
200.
Oh my God! It's less than my high school.
Yeah.
And you get to know everyone.
And you get to know everyone.
That might be a problem.
Whether you want to or not. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
we had an extremely pleasant time. We met some very nice people that we're planning to stay in touch with. In fact, we're going to be we're going to drive out to Indianapolis later this year to visit my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And these folks are basically on the way.
Holy moly!
So
That's convenient.
So we've been told.
Yeah.
I wasn't asked. You're staying at our house for a few days. Said, okay, Debbie.
All right.
We'll come.
There you go. There you go. Well, all right, George. I want you to rate the cruise from 1 to 10. Grand Tour. 10 is the best.
On a scale of what? I mean,
1 to 10.
You can't compare apples and oranges here. Okay.
Yeah.
An ocean cruise is a very different experience
than a river cruise. Okay.
Very different.
Which do you prefer?
Pardon me. Generally, I think I prefer the river cruise.
Yeah.
But again, river cruises are inherently, there are river cruises in places other than Europe, but Europe is where these cruises were developed.
Yeah.
They are pricey.
You could go down the Amazon.
You could go. Actually, I think you can.
Yeah, I think
there's also.
you can.
I think there's some Nile stuff too.
Oh my God, the Nile River cruises. Now, I wonder to what extent you felt the bane of war on this cruise, or fear. Was there, and did they have any kind of thing that sort of said, now, if we encounter this or that, this is what you do?
I will tell you that no, that did not happen.
Right.
Again, this is Central Europe.
Right.
This is
a little farther.
This is
away.
the center of civilization.
Right.
Yeah, it's not near the Middle East.
Right.
It's not near any. It's not near Ukraine.
Got
right.
it.
There's some physical separation. They run these cruises all the time.
Got it.
And I will tell you, I felt safer there than I do here.
Yeah. How was the just?
I got to tell you one other thing.
Sure.
One other thing. We were in. I want to say in Vienna.
Yeah.
And my wife posted something about where we were on Facebook.
Uh-huh.
And she got an almost instant response from Mary O'Connell, our former, former city councilor.
Yeah, right.
Mary said, where are you right now? And she said, well, we're docked here in Vienna. And Mary replied, I think our boat is tied up to your boat. Mary and Marty were going in the opposite direction.
Oh, you're kidding!
And they literally, the way when they dock these cruise ships, they may have as many as 3 across.
Sure.
So you walk through the lobby of the other 2 ships to get ashore.
Yeah.
So we're sitting having lunch, and somebody comes up behind me, put their hands over my eyes, and said, "Guess who?" It was Mary.
What is it?
4,000 miles from home.
Oh my gosh.
Mary and Marty came in and said, "Hi, surprise."
Oh my gosh.
And we took our picture.
Yeah, I saw
but
it.
But honestly,
isn't that
imagine that?
Oh wow. But so you weren't on the same boat, but
we were. She was on another Viking cruise going in the opposite direction.
She was going to where you had been, perhaps.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Wild. Well, I think we can't afford it this year.
Okay.
I can't afford it. But you also said that Christmas cruises are premium right now.
Right. Well, right now, Christmas
market
the Christmas market cruises. We tried to book one for 2026.
Right.
And we're told absolutely nothing is available.
Oh my God.
And then we did book it for 2027.
Yeah.
And then when I called a couple of days ago to say, listen, we met some friends who would like to maybe go on this cruise.
Right.
And we were told, no, it's full.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Now, there was some availability like a week earlier, right after Thanksgiving.
Sure.
But we decided to not change our plans because our kids would get upset if we weren't home for Thanksgiving.
Oh, I've got it.
Because I have to cook.
Of course. And you've got to make that juice that you're so famous at.
Just buy it.
Yeah. Hey, I've been watching. I'm so in love with the moon rockets and space, Peter. I got to say, I'm becoming this addict for watching NASA. And I can't help it. And so I'm going to play, and this is really interesting. I wanted to play a song that was related to the moon in some way.
Fly Me to the Moon?
No, I thought that.
Okay.
And then there's moon in everything, because moon, rhymes with June and swoon and tune and whatever. But Moon Dance has always been a favorite of mine. But the version, that song goes on for 5 minutes or so.
Right.
Michael Bublé does an a cappella version without anything of Moon Dance that is so wonderful. So this is a song, and you can hear occasionally somebody trying to come in on and play with him, but he doesn't. And so this is Moon Dance a cappella by Michael Bublé. Really wonderful.
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance 'neath the cover of October skies. And all the leaves on the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. And I'm trying to please to the calling of your heartstrings that play soft and low. And all the night's magic seems to whisper and hush, and all the soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning has come. And I know that the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. Anytime I touch you, you just tremble inside, and I know how much you want me that you can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Well, I wanna make love to you tonight. I can't wait till the morning has come. And I know that the time is just right, and straight into my arms you will run. And when you come, my heart will be waiting to make sure that you're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. There and then I will make you my own. Anytime I touch you, you just tremble inside, and I know how much you want me that you can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love, my love?
Underwriting for community radio is provided by the YMCA of Greater Westfield. Every day, the YMCA strengthens the community through programs and services focused on youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. For all the Y's many programs and services, visit us on the web at www.westfieldymca.org. The YMCA, 67 Court Street in downtown Westfield. We're more than a gym. We're a cause. Where will the superintendent spotlight shine next? Join Stefan Zaporowski and Chris Rogers every Thursday at 9 a.m. to find out. 107.5 FM WSFD. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 107.5 FM WSFD-LP Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday, April 14th, where you are. We are recording on Monday, 4/13, April 13th, and we are celebrating April 15th, which is tomorrow, tax day. Make sure you pay your taxes. That is the way that we support our infrastructure in our country.
So it is.
Yeah, and we really need to recognize the fact that taxes are, this sounds crazy, but taxes are good in one way because we need the money to be able to do what we do to help everyone.
My father-in-law, who was not a liberal, always said, be glad when you need to pay taxes. It means you have some money. And he wasn't wrong. And I get very upset with the signs that I see. This taxation is theft.
Yeah.
Taxation is not theft.
No.
Even if you get right down to the look here in the city of Westfield, what are your taxes paying for?
Yeah.
Paying for your police force. They're paying for your fire department. They're paying for your roads and paving and so many absolutely essential services that we depend on every day. They pay for our schools.
Right.
And there is no more valuable commodity than education.
Right.
So I'm not, I'll complain about my property tax bill as much as the next
we'll
guy.
all complain.
I would like it better if the guys on the other end managed the money a little better.
Well, there you have it, Peter. It's sort of like going back.
I'll take that one.
The very beginning, 2 hours ago, when we were playing Gene Autry's song about I paid my taxes today. Well, okay, no, but because I paid my taxes today, then you're working for me, government, and you better help us to do what we can. Indeed, not to waste the money that we use on things that maybe not be what we would like. And how do you tell somebody, how do you tell the government what you like or what you don't like? And you really, what you do is you vote people in, I suppose, that you think are going to represent you in a way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, you have to take a certain amount of responsibility yourself as a voter,
as a citizen of the United States, as a citizen of the world. Taxes are part of it.
You need to be informed.
Yeah.
And many of and frankly, that's getting harder to do.
Yeah.
Fortunately, here in Westfield, we have Channel 15.
Right.
We can watch our legislators, as it were. We can watch our city council. We can watch our school committee.
Right. And I even watch C-SPAN, that is the government-funded program that you can watch Congress at work or not at work for
exactly.
Let's put it
Sort
that
of
way.
work.
Oh, look.
Whatever that is.
Oh, look, the room is empty again.
You can watch the circus show that is Congress.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, God.
But just remember that when you start talking about taxes, you're not exclusively talking about your federal income taxes. You're talking about local taxes.
Right.
You're talking about state taxes.
Yeah.
And I frankly am not unhappy with
the state
what
situation.
we're doing with local and state taxes. We're getting our money's worth.
Yeah. And so remember, that is the purpose of voting in America. That is the purpose for taxes in America. That it's it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to create a world where we're good. And so when the moon folks went up, when that crew went up, that represents all of it. Okay,
yes.
I was so thrilled. So I said, I'm going to write a poem. And
oh boy, let's see how much Bob knows about space.
All right.
Or if he sees listened to me all these years.
Peter, it's poetry.
Yeah, this is poetry.
Give it a certain. You've heard of poetic license.
Yes, yes. I know.
Bob studied very hard to get his poetic license.
Yes, yeah. And after I finish this, we might have just a quick discussion.
Okay.
It's called A Poem for the Space We're In. Okay? Isn't that nice?
I like it.
All right. This is the hour when the world exhales, a long, slow breath that loosens the ribs of winter's tight embrace. Light lengthens. Shadows soften. Even the smallest branch seems to say, there is room again. We make space the way the sky does, not by pushing outward, but by opening. Space for the quiet thought that arrives like a shy bird. Space for the grief that still needs a corner of the heart. Space for the joy that comes unannounced and insists on staying. Above us, the early stars rehearse their ancient choreography, reminding us that vastness is not emptiness, it is invitation. So we step into this widening season with palms uncurled, with breath unhurried, with the courage to claim a little more room for wonder. What do you think?
Not bad, Bob.
Not bad.
What do you think, Peter?
Not bad.
I wrote it with AI. I put in.
No, you didn't have to say that.
I know. And this was killing me.
My.
Yeah. This was killing me because I said I want to find a poet to read on Tuesday's program. I want to find a poet that wrote poems that had something to do with space. So it came back to me, and it must have misinterpreted, and it gave me this poem. And I read the poem, and then I write, who wrote this? And it said, I did. I said, I did. Who did? AI did.
AI did.
Oh my gosh!
I'm
blown away.
I'm deeply disappointed.
I am so disappointed, especially since that poem is really sort of wonderful in its way, right? Now that you were
if
so
it wasn't for artificial intelligence, I don't think we'd have any. Yeah,
yeah, but that sort of, and so I said, do I save this poem or don't I? Do I throw it out or don't?
Bob, it's a good example of what AI is capable of.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how much of the content was harvested from elsewhere, because that's what AI tends to do.
So in other words, there may be some lines in here from other poems.
There may very well be.
It may be, since it's my AI, could you answer this question? Is it only learning from what I have put into AI?
No, absolutely not.
No.
What do you mean it's your AI? What
Well, it talks to me. It tells me how good I am.
Every AI engine out there harvests everything it can find. That's why they need these gigantic server farms, and they're consuming so much power, because they are scanning the entirety of the internet and taking from here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
Trying to build up a bigger database from which to work.
Right.
So no, it's not just your AI.
It is your AI together.
It's
and we are together.
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone's AI.
Yeah.
It's everyone's.
It's everyone's and
intelligence.
It's no one's.
Everyone's and no one's. This is very. Can I write that? Maybe
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask him to write a poem.
I made that up. I made that up myself, folks. There's no AI.
But this line is so wonderful that So we step into this widening season with palms uncurled, with breath unhurried, with the courage to claim a little more room for wonder, and really. That is exactly what we did by going into space and this wonder and the idea that we could do that together. And if we can do that together, why can't we do this together?
I can separate the ideas that are in this poem from the regrettable fact that this is an AI-generated piece of writing.
So
I think it diminishes the very act of writing. It diminishes human creativity.
Mm-hmm.
It diminishes if honestly, Bob, if anybody can go on AI and say, write me a poem about.
Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, Peter, we were at Writers Out Loud last week. We had Writers Out Loud, that wonderful series that we have. It's every second Tuesday. Every second Thursday with Straw Dog Writers Guild and Whip City Wordsmiths. And so there was a young man there, and he read his poem, and he said, in the whole thing, he said, I write lyrics, and if you'd like to hear this song, I want you to hear it. And so he played us the song, and that he wrote with AI for the lyrics. Boy, was it terrific! It used his lyrics, and it had, and I said, well, where's the creativity here? You've written the lyrics, okay. The lyrics on their own were okay, not great, but okay. Put to this tune that was created. And then I said, did you write the, he said, well, I told them when they should put an instrumental part in. I picked the kind of music it is. It was sort of punk or whatever. I sort of said, well, where is the creativity here? How do you discover, and we've talked about it ad nauseum on this program, let's face it, but that creative sort of sense, how do you, I am aghast at what we have created, what God hath wrought. Isn't that weird? Didn't that come from what God wrought is?
What hath God wrought was, I believe, the first message transmitted by Samuel F.B. Morse.
Yes.
Yeah.
What God hath wrought. Okay. What mankind hath wrought here is to be celebrated and then to be.
I have an 18-year-old grandson.
Yeah.
He is a freshman at the University of Connecticut.
Yeah.
He is studying computer science.
Yeah.
And he is terrified. And he is terrified for good reason, because he's saying, why am I studying computer science if AI is going to replace me and everybody else, every other human operator in the business, when the manager can just say, oh, computer, write me a program to do this.
Oh.
Yeah, but hasn't that been the case in every major industrial revolution that we've had?
Not like this. I'm sorry. Technological innovation is one thing. All right, my own industry.
The personal computer kind of outdated a lot of people that were writing stuff down in journals and things like that. That were still accounting firms.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it didn't replace the accountant. It replaced a methodology. In other words, I'm not going to write it in a ledger. I'm going to put it in a spreadsheet. It didn't.
It gave you the tools to utilize yourself.
Again, in my own industry, in the newspaper business, for 100 years we manually set type, or we cast type on a linotype machine. All right, big ugly machine cast lines of type that were cast from molten lead.
Right.
Well, along came the computer revolution, and suddenly, instead of using molten lead, we were essentially imaging those newspaper columns on photographic paper, and then pasting them onto a form, and taking a picture of that paste up, and using that to create a plate.
Right.
And then that was supplanted by being able to compose that whole page on a screen and sending it directly to the plate. Each one of those steps obsoleted a craft, if you will, a skilled industry.
Right, gotcha.
But it never
replaced.
It never replaced the involvement of human operators. It didn't do that. Now we're looking at an artificial intelligence that threatens to literally replace human creativity with and human intervention, completely replace it with a machine model. Now, once once corporate America gets its wish of being able to get rid of all the employees because the machines can do it for you, who the hell's going to buy their products?
Well, would we get the money? We're going to have to recast civilization, I suppose, in that we would then have machines that were doing our work, so we would have time to enjoy life as we know it and love it.
Well, that has never been the object of capitalism.
No,
ever.
No, I know.
And it isn't going to be. Capitalism is how much money can we bring to the top, where it will stay. I don't know look, I'm not pretending I have any answers here. I don't have any answers. I see enormous social problems.
Social change.
That are going to be, I have no idea.
Yeah, but these... Nobody said this when the blue-collar workers were being supplanted in their jobs, United Auto Workers and things like that.
Of course we did. Of course we did.
Because it kept getting more and more. Now when it's white-collar jobs that are threatened, now everybody's up in arms, and I think that's wrong. Both are equally as much of a problem. But nobody stood up for the blue-collar workers. They're standing up when it's white-collar jobs.
Well, I think that the people that have most
and don't get me wrong, I could be out of a job too because content creation for videos going that way too. So
right, Peter. I believe, George, that the people that are going to suffer in this are those who are blue-collar, those who make a certain amount of money. The ones that are leading the people who have no knowledge of how something is made. The people who make decisions are going to benefit, and the rest of us are going to have to adjust to this. Now, to me, that sort of sounds like there is a revolution going to happen in the way we
I completely. At some point in time, this is going to reach a tipping point, and you go from the possibility of adjustment and the possibility of gradual change. Mm-hmm. Eventually, you get to the point of burning the whole damn thing to the ground and starting over again. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be around for that. I'll be honest. I don't want to be here. Yeah. I'm hoping that it will happen beyond the end of my life. But boy, this is not. There is some nasty stuff coming.
Oh gosh!
And artificial intelligence, I think, is going to be one of the primary drivers that's going to force revolutionary change in not just in the United States, but in the world.
No,
if you look at the Younger Dryas period, we're about due for that big cataclysm again that wipes the civilization off the face of the planet.
Gosh! Oh, I think so too.
If you think there's a lot of theories out there, and they've been kind of poo-pooed, but the Aztec calendars were essentially right. They're just we staved off a little bit, but there's apparently been 5 to 7 different complete highly advanced civilizations that have been on this earth, and they've been wiped clean due to cataclysms. Like the Noah's Ark, the Noah's flood story appears in almost every major civilization and tradition on the planet, just in different forms. And it's not coincidence.
Interesting, Peter, because there's some part of my pompous brain that sort of always felt as if I was going to be around at the end of the world. This sounds crazy, but when I was a kid, I was thinking I'm going to be around at the end of the world. And without thinking that the end of the world is because a cataclysm or something that maybe I really don't want to be around for.
Well, it's okay if it's a real quick one.
If it's a real quick one?
Yeah, it's like, if the asteroid's going to hit the planet, I'd like to be standing on the spot that it hits.
Was Terminator not fiction? Was it somebody trying to get the world ready for something?
Interesting. But
Independence Day or something like that. All these movies that come out that are like, man, where did that come out of somebody's twisted brain? And then you go, they're getting us ready for something.
That's been that's been a staple of literature for a very long time.
Very long time. But I've never seen, for instance, movies. The movie, if you look at, there are two. We've talked about this on the show too. That there are two kinds of movies. There's the blockbuster that is sort of dystopian, that has the future like Last Battle After Another, one after another, and then Begonia and all these other movies that are just so World War III, all that sort of stuff kind of thing. And then there are these other movies that are small and they're talking about the individual heart-to-heart stuff. And we're trying to find that balance in our lives. I mean, I think that's what our government is going through right now. We're trying to find a place for humanity and humane acts within our life that we lead. And that is creating such anxiety. Oh, my God, I've never been so anxious in my life. How much time do we have, Peter, left? I don't want to be waxing eloquent.
You have about 3 or 4 minutes.
Oh, gosh, okay.
Well, before we close out, I just want to...
Yeah, you have to tell...
I want to raise a Duncan to the people in Hungary.
Yes.
And the fact that they have sent Mr. Orban on his way.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
And they're turning back toward the West, back to the European Union, and I think it's a profound statement as to people in Hungary have been living with this authoritarianism for more than 10 years, and they said enough.
Did you feel that when you were?
I did. I did. I was the people I did encounter in Hungary were very nice people.
Right.
Very friendly. But there was an energy. There was an energy, and so perhaps I was less surprised by the outcome of this election than some others. I thought it was going to happen even from my limited observation of what I was seeing in Budapest. It seemed like they were ready to make a change.
Wow.
So.
Well, let's hope that everyone thinks about what the message is, and it doesn't necessarily have to be overthrow. It just has to.
Well, and it wasn't. These people, people went to the polls. They went to the polls. They had a larger, and this is the one thing we never do in this country.
Right.
They had a voter turnout of, I believe the last number I saw was almost 72%. 72% of the people in Hungary who are eligible to vote voted.
Wow.
And if we could just achieve that in the United States, just even once.
Just once.
It would make a difference.
Give it to George and I as we pass into the golden years of life. Wouldn't that be golden? Hey, I want to end with a great song. This actually, Up Close and Musical has some wonderful events this week at Westfield State. There's the Wind Symphony, and oh my God, there's so much. You can go to westfieldonweekends.com for all the happenings, including Magic in the Garden that opens this weekend, that great art show for the whole family. This is Dan Gable, who teaches at Westfield State. This is Dan Gable and his orchestra with Kimberly Hockey. I like New York in June. How about you? I like a Gershwin tune. How about you? This is a happy piece. This is a recording by the wonderful Dan Gable, who you can see this week if you go to the Up Close and Musical page at Westfield and Weekend. You can see where he is or where the jazz group is, et cetera, et cetera. Listen. We love you, George. It's always a pleasure to have you on. You're a font of knowledge. What do we call you?
Just remember,
you are the sweetheart of the.
If I don't have the answer, I'll make it up.
You'll make it up. You are the sweetheart of Substack. Where do they find you, grumpy old?
Find the Old White Liberal.
Oh my God.
The Old White Liberal on Substack.com. I write a column usually 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You may like what I say, you may hate what I say,
But it will make for discussion and thinking, and maybe listening to your neighbor in whatever way you wish, and helping your neighbor to understand you. That's what I say.
All right.
All right. Westfield and Weekends. Happy Tax Day, everyone, and happy. No, I'm honoring the Titanic. I'm honoring the assassination.
I have a
of Lincoln.
sinking feeling about this.
Hey, let us play Dan Gable, and it's the 7:15 song, Peter. Dan Gable and his orchestra. It's great.
When a girl meets boy, life can be a joy.
But the note they end on will depend on little pleasures they will share.
So let us compare.
I like New York in June. How about you?
I like a Gershwin tune. How about you?
I love a fireside when a storm is due.
I like potato chips, moonlight, motor trips. How about you?
Oh, big fan. I'm mad about good books. I can't get my fill.
And Mr. Gable's looks give me a thrill.
Talk about Clark holding hands in the movie show when all the lights are low may not be new,
but I like it. How about you? I love to entertain. How about you?
I like riding on a train. What else is new?
I like to stay at home and read by candlelight.
And I like leading this band and playing most every night.
Life's grand when you have a song all the day through.
And it's swell just being here and singing with you. This whole world's in a sorry way. That's what the papers say.
It may be true,
but as long as we celebrate,
let me reiterate, I think it's great. How about you?
And as long as the stars still shine,
and that your love is mine, we think it's fine. How about you?